Hello everyone, my name is Urina Shrestha and I am an education consultant in AACC Global. So today we are back again with yet another info session. So today I'll be speaking about how studying Masters of Business Administration and Masters of Business Analytics can be beneficial to the international students. And later in the video, we have Neha D'Souza joining us, the representative from Kaplan Business School, to explain the details about these courses. So please keep on watching the video till the end. So generally, when what many people does not realize when they consider a business degree is that oftentimes it is also possible to combine a business program with another program of your choice. So studying a business does not have to be only for the one who aspires to be an entrepreneur, but you may also still be able to combine other business course with your program of study to obtain a double major or a similar award. So doing such courses truly broaden your horizons and pursue your passions successfully. One of the many good reasons to study business is that studying business will force you to look at things globally and have more global perspective and outlook, especially in today's international economy. So let's get to the point. Why study Masters of Business Administration? So if you're looking to enroll in Masters of Business Administration, you can expect to develop advanced and flexible management skills, job-ready skills, and a real hands-on experience with the internship opportunities with various available specializations. Basically, MBA is like 2 years long course. The fee ranges from $22,000 to $45,000 annually, depending upon the provider you choose. You do not require to have any specific background as such, as long as you have an Australian bachelor degree or equivalent for this course. Similarly, the basic English language requirement is IELTS 6.5 overall with no band less than 6. However, there are some conditions where the English can be waived. The major career outcomes from this course are management consultant, entrepreneur, chief executive officer, and many other exciting occupations. The average salary survey shows that the MBA graduates in Australia earn between $85,000 to $305,000, which is quite fascinating. For international students who are also concerned about PR pathways, I must remind you that there is a possible PR pathway through this course, for which I highly suggest you to get in touch with one of our migration agents. Moving forward, we have Masters of Business Analytics. The blend of technology and business makes this course an ideal study option for anyone who is interested in studying programming or working in a big data. So the total duration of the course is 1.5 to 2 years in total. So the average fee ranges from $21,000 to $40,000, depending on the provider you choose. With the completion of this course, you'll be able to develop your knowledge and understanding of computer programming, databases, applied statistics, and machine learning techniques applied to big data. The entry requirement is almost the same like MBA, with IELTS overall of 6.5 with no band less than 6 or equivalent. However, some providers requires to have a relevant background in this course. Again, the major career outcomes from this course are business analyst, business consultant, management analyst, market research analyst, and many more. According to the recent survey, the average salary for business analysts is $102,000 per year in Australia, which is great. So this was all about the general idea about Masters of Business Administration and Masters of Business Analytics. For more detailed information, I would like to invite Neha from Kaplan Business School to share some information with us. Welcome, Neha.
Thank you so much, Urina. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Neha. So I would love for you to share some information about how Masters of Business Masters of Business Administration and Analytics are there in Kaplan Business School. So over to you.
Sure. Thank you so much. First, I'd just like to quickly introduce myself to all the viewers. Hi, everyone. My name is Neha. I'm one of the regional managers at Kaplan Business School, looking after the South Asia market. really a pleasure to be on this session with AECC. I'm just going to quickly share my screen and hopefully, Urina, I might just check with you. Are you able to view it clearly?
Um, yes, yes,
Yes? Okay,
yes, it is
perfect.
clear. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So Kaplan Business School Australia, I'll first start off with who we are. We are actually a higher education school that offer undergraduate and postgraduate level business courses. That's, of course, in Australia. We're also part of the larger Kaplan family that is present in more than 30 different countries in the education space. So for any students choosing Kaplan Business School, you are then part of that global network, which is spread out globally. The focus at Kaplan Business School is always on student support. We're always looking for how best we can assist the students in their journey with us, not just while studying, but even beyond. And this is actually evidenced by some of the nominations that we've received. Um, we were actually finalists in the AFR Higher Education Awards in the International Student category for our student program in response to COVID-19. We were also highly recommended as finalists for the Pioneer Awards in two categories, which was the Employability International Impact Award and also the Progressive Education Delivery Award, which is actually, we received that for our MBA program. So since we'll be talking about that, this is one area that we were nominated in. Moving on to our courses, as Irina mentioned, we offer both the MBA program as well as our business analytics program. So just for any interested students, we do have a range of courses under the business analytics stream and the MBA stream, depending on which is a better fit for you. Um, Talking about business analytics, this is one of our newly launched program. Actually, we introduced this program in March 2020 because we recognize the demand and the importance of business analytics as a stream. Business analytics, the way we teach it, it's basically analyzing data to get relevant insights or business interpretations. As we know, right now, data is extremely important for most companies, but to try and understand what that data is exactly saying to you, translating that data so you can actually utilize it to make business decisions that will actually affect your company. That is what business analytics is. We have a program at Kaplan Business School. It's the Business Analytics Extension program is 2 years in duration and a total of 15 subjects. At Kaplan, we are a trimester run school, which means we have 3 standard intakes in a year: March, July, and November. And the way the structure of the program is that you study 3 subjects in March, 3 subjects in July, 2 subjects in November, and then you repeat this until you graduate. The business analytics program, as well as the MBA program that I will talk a little bit more moving forward, the way we teach it is slightly different as well. And that's where, again, the nomination, as I mentioned, in the Progressive Academic Delivery Award. We don't have final exams as part of our courses. And that's only because we believe that when you're studying a program such as this, especially at a postgraduate level, you're looking for a very different kind of skill set. You're looking to achieve a very different kind of skill set. So we make sure that the way we teach you as well is to cater to that. The business analytics program is workshop style delivered, which means that we don't have your regular lectures where it's, an academic person usually talking for 3 hours. It's more interactive. Students study through case studies. They study through, interactive experiences, through videos, through games. That's the way we teach our students, because there's different ways through which a student can grasp a concept that is not necessarily an exam or a lecture. And so that's how we actually teach our business analytics program. Moving on to the second program that we spoke about, which is MBA. This is by far one of the most popular programs that we teach at Kaplan Business School. And there are a couple of reasons for it. The first one is the specializations that form a component of this program. We offer up to 7 specializations as part of this, starting from women in leadership, project management, digital management, tourism and hospitality leadership, health services management, entrepreneurship, international leadership. Now, as you can see, the career outcomes under each are quite diverse. And this again ties back to what Urina mentioned right at the start, is that you don't necessarily need to have a business background to study an MBA program. We have these range of specializations for students from different disciplines. If you're an engineering student, if you are a nursing student, pharmaceutical student, IT student, it doesn't matter what your previous background was. We do have specializations as part of the MBA, and that can make it more customized for you and what you want to achieve out of your MBA program. Another reason why our MBA is so popular is, again, as I mentioned, the way we teach it, the workshop style of teaching. We have industry guest speakers in every subject, in every trimester, in every campus. And that is only mainly to show the relation between what the student is studying in theory, but also how it's practiced in real life. Again, there's no final exams. Instead, there's a lot of case studies, there's a lot of videos, presentations, group discussions. That's the way the MBA program is taught. It's a total of 12 subjects over 2 years. So in each trimester, a student only needs to study 2 subjects, which offers them a bit of flexibility as well to plan other commitments around it. And students can actually choose up to 2 specializations as part of the MBA program. So that's actually an overview of both our business analytics and MBA program. We do have internship opportunities available in both our programs. And so for any students that are interested, you do have that opportunity of doing an internship as part of the program. I'll just stop sharing at this point, and yeah, over to you, Urina.
Thank you so much for the presentation, Neha. That was really informative and detailed as well. But again, I have some questions, if you could please answer them for the students. Okay, yeah.
Of course.
So the first one, like if a student chooses to study MBA with specialization, so will he be studying for longer duration than regular MBA?
That's a great question, actually. The way
Mhm.
our MBA structure is we have, out of the 12 subjects, 6 are core subjects and 6 are electives. So the 6 core
Mhm.
subjects are mandatory subjects, of course, but the specialization is formed from the 6 electives. Now, to form a specialization, students need to study at least 3 subjects under a particular stream. So, for instance, if they're interested to do an MBA in project management, they need to study at least 3 project management subjects. Now, if they want to do 2 specializations in that 6 electives itself, if they do, say, 3 subjects in project management, 3 subjects in health services, they can form a dual specialization. So, within the existing structure itself, the students can form up to 2 specializations. It's just up to the student to plan it. They don't need to study any additional subjects if they want to do a second specialization.
Oh, that's great to know. I think the students would like it as well. So before in the presentation, you mentioned the specializations in MBA. So is there anything like a popular specialization that the international student mostly go for?
That's a really good question. And again, I think it depends a lot on what the student's background previously was in terms of their
Um,
academics, in terms of their work experience. The really good
mm,
thing about our MBA program is it offers so much flexibility for students to make the most
mm,
out of what suits them best personally. So, for instance, we have students who choose dual specializations of health services management and project management because that actually helps them succeed in the workplace. The popular ones that I've seen in Kaplan Business School are usually project management and health services management. A lot of our engineering students tend to opt for project management because they feel that it is in line with what they have previously studied, with their work experience. We see a lot of nursing and pharmaceutical students often go for health services management. Of course, I'm not saying that you have to have this background to choose that specialization, but because you don't need to have any particular discipline, it really depends on what you've previously studied, what your previous work experiences, and what you think would actually add value to your MBA and to your career.
yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you again.
No problem.
So I think that's all with Masters of Business Administration questions. I have few for the Masters of Business Analytics as well.
Of
So
course.
for Masters of Business Analytics, do the students require to have a relevant academic background?
That's again a really good question, only because we do often get that confusion among students that
Yeah.
do I need to have say an IT background to actually do
Mhm.
this business analytics program? The answer is no. You don't need to have any sort of technical background to study the MBA program. At Kaplan Business School, we teach business analytics from the business side of things. So we will actually teach you the tools to use for you to be able to interpret data, to analyze data. You actually don't need to have, we don't have any prerequisites where a student needs to come from a particular background. So even if you have a business background, you have a non-business background, and if you are interested in that field, you can actually opt for it.
Okay, that's again a great news for the students who are aspiring to study this course. Thank you again. So is this both course available in all Kaplan's campuses across Australia?
Yes. So I did have a slide on the campuses, but I thought
Yes.
let's just talk about the courses. We actually have
Yeah.
5 campuses in Australia. We have one in Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, and Perth. And these two courses, MBA and Master of Business Analytics, is actually available in all 5 campuses. So it doesn't matter where you're based in Australia.
Mhm.
Currently, you can opt for any of these campuses, and it is available.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'd like to go back to question I asked before. So you said that the student does not require to have a relevant academic background, right? So does Kaplan provide any extra material, say like workshops or webinar for the fresh student that will start business analytics?
Look, absolutely. Not just for any student that doesn't have the background. In general,
Mhm.
we try to go that one step ahead and provide
Yeah.
students with extra academic assistance, especially if we
Mhm.
feel like they're nervous about progressing in the course. We
Yeah.
do have a couple of support services that are available to students. The
Mhm.
first one I'd like to mention is the Academic Support Center that is available across all campuses. These are academics that can actually help the students in matters such as referencing, how to understand an assignment topic, how to research, right? Those
Mhm.
sort of initial barriers that a student might struggle with, our academics can help them with that. Sometimes students
Mhm.
are a little nervous to approach them directly. So
Yeah.
these academics actually come into the classroom. They reach out to students proactively, saying, look, we are available as a service. If you are struggling, please get in touch with us. Apart from that, in the course itself, lecturers and tutors make themselves available for additional consultations for students that have any particular area that they're not confident with and they want to have a chat with the lecturers. They can actually book personal consultations with their lecturer of that subject. Lastly, we also introduced something known as bonus webinars that we started ever since we started delivering online classes during the pandemic. We used to deliver online classes before as well, but of course, it became the normal way of doing things in the pandemic. And these bonus webinars are basically to tackle those assignment topics, which the popular assignment topics of each subject.
Mhm.
Students can basically just join the webinar and ask or clarify any questions they have in relation to those assignments.
Uh-huh.
And I have, been advised by my academic team that sometimes she sees the relief on students' faces because you have so many questions when you get an assignment
Yeah.
or an exam. If you have a forum where you can actually clear all those doubts, that gives you that much more confidence to tackle that assignment.
Yeah.
And so we do have that as an additional service. So between all of this, students have multiple avenues to get
Mm.
their doubts clarified.
Okay, that's really good to know. In fact, it is actually a bonus to student on top of good education.
Mhm.
So yes, the other question, Neha, would be like, will Kaplan help the students to get the internship at the end of the program?
Again, a great question. And again, I just want to tie this
Yeah.
back to what I mentioned in my slides, where I said that we were nominated in the PI Awards in relation to Employability Impact Award.
Hmm.
On our per capita basis, our ratio of career professionals to students is quite high. And this then gives us the opportunity to offer tailored, personalized services to each student because we realize how important careers is for a student, right? Because obviously the degree is good, but what students are also looking for is employability. And so we offer Career Central to students not just during the course of their study, but also once they graduate. In terms of internships, there are two kinds of internships that are available at Kaplan Business School. One is academic internship. Now, academic internship is provided to students as part of their degree. It's a credit-bearing internship. So any student that is studying an MBA or Master of Business Analytics and wants to opt for an academic internship, instead of a subject, they actually do the internship, right? So it is a credit-bearing one. And yes, we will sit with the student and plan the correct internship for them. We go through their resume, we go through their CV, we hold mock interviews, we do employer introductions, we have networking events. We do try to monitor that the internship, once a student starts the internship, how they're going, how they're faring. So we do provide that service. But that is, of course, academic internship. We also have something known as work integrated learning, which is for those students who don't want to do an internship as part of their degree. They want to do academic subjects, but also do an internship simultaneously to get that work experience.
Yeah.
And in that case as well, it's a very similar service that we provide. And we've found success with both the academic internships as well as the work integrated learning. Students have been successful in getting that internship. And a lot of students, once they actually finish the internship, are able to convert that into full-time employment as well.
Oh, again, good news to our viewers. So I have just a couple of questions left, Neha. So the other question would be like, is there any scholarship available for the future students?
Sure. So we do have a couple of scholarships that are available. Of course, there are quite a few. So I will just talk about three main ones that I think might be relevant for students. First one, since we spoke about the MBA program, as I mentioned, one of the specializations of the MBA program is health services management. And so obviously the pandemic has shown us how important health workers are, how important the health sector is.
Yeah.
And so at Kaplan Business School, we wanted to kind of honor that. And so we introduced a scholarship last year um, to kind of help health workers upskill. So that is the Primary Healthcare Leadership Scholarship. It's a 50% scholarship, and it's available to frontline health workers who are able to show work experience during the pandemic and meet other set of certain eligibility criteria. So that is one specialization and scholarship that's available. So any health workers, especially in the frontline sector, who are interested to study the MBA program, we do have a scholarship that's specifically for you all. The second scholarship that we have is a 10% regional scholarship. This is actually not just for regional campuses, it's actually available for all campuses. It's a merit-based scholarship. As long as students are achieving about 60 to 65% as an average from their previous completed qualification, they are eligible to get 10% regional scholarship. And the third popular scholarship is 30% high achiever scholarship. This is again a scholarship, as the name suggests, high achiever. If there's any student academically, they have done really well, I would strongly encourage you to apply. This is usually assessed, all these scholarships are usually assessed by our scholarship committee. And if you are meeting certain set of academic eligibility criteria, you could be eligible. ACC, who are our trusted partners, of course, are very much aware of all these. So, they'll be able to guide students better.
Yeah, sure, we will. So finally, the last question that I have, and with the current situation of COVID-19 going on, so the classes, are they delivered online or on campus?
Um, Both actually. So because we have 5 campuses in 5 different cities, as we know, the pandemic is shaping up to be a bit different depending on which city you're in. And so we have both options available, both mode of studies available, and we leave it to the students to choose. So it's sort of like a blended learning. Students have the opportunity to choose whether they would like to study the course online, like the trimester online or on campus. As of now, both options are available.
Okay, thank you so much, Neha. That's all the questions I have. Thank you so much for answering it very, very generously. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Urina. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, so with this, we have finally come to the end of this session. And I hope you got some useful information from this video. For more detailed information regarding the course or visa, please contact us in our 3 different offices between Monday to Friday. The offices are in Melbourne, Brisbane, and Sydney. Also, please follow our social media pages, Facebook and Instagram, and visit our website at www.aeccglobal.com.au for more recent updates. Thank you so much. Have a great day.